Alright, crew, so we are continuing our conversation of yesterday, thinking about what does it mean to subtract. Circle that word subtraction again. We thought about it in two ways. I remember one way we thought about that word subtraction, subtract. Kaden, do you remember? Take away. Take away. This is what you have thought about subtraction probably your whole life so far. Take away. You're taking some out of the pile. I told you another way to start thinking about subtraction. Does anyone remember that way? Ready? Minus. Not minus. Minus doesn't mean anything. I don't know what minus looks like. I don't know what minus means. Right? No. Nope. Actually does not mean less than. Yeah, you think you know? The distance or difference, we were talking about that yesterday. Between two numbers. These are the two ways that you can think about subtraction when you're reading a subtraction equation. So we're going to practice reading some equations. You don't need to write anything down. Could someone read this using takeaway in the translation? Go for it, Bryson.
543 take away 234 equals.
Not equals. What do we know that equal sign means? Jalen, you want to help him out?
Say it.
What does that equal sign mean? Yeah.
The same value as.
Same value as Bryson. Keep going.
Same value as sponsor.
Beautiful. Who can use it with the distance between? Translate this using the words the distance between. Go for it, Evelyn.
The distance between 543 take away 2.
Nope, you don't need to take away. You can just say the distance between the number and then the other number.
The distance between 543 and 234 has the same value as sponsor.
Beautiful. Beautiful. You want to turn them on? Who can translate it with takeaway? Go for it, Gio.
226 and take away 74 is the same value as sponsor.
Beautiful. You can do it with the distance between. That's a little bit difficult. The distance between. Rylan, you think you got it?
I think.
Go for it.
And 300.
Nope. You have to start with a number. That's what makes this one tricky. You gotta start with some words. Carl, do you know the words you gotta start with?
The distance between.
The distance between. Keep going, Rylan.
The distance between 326 take away.
Just two or and. The distance between 326, 274, or the distance between 370 or 26 and 74.
Is the same value as.
Awesome. Rock, paper, scissors with your group. Heidi, you know, that's the table because she ain't got a partner. No, you get it one time. Winner, raise your hand. Winner, raise your hand. Winner, raise your hand. Alright, Macklin, you're winner. Raise your hand because I'm not waiting for y'all to play 800 games. Raise your hand. Alright, winner. Tell your partner how to read this using the words take away. Go. Alright, my non-winners. Tell your partner how to read that using the words the distance between. Go. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be just focusing on, we're going to ignore takeaway. Even though our brain has thought about subtraction as takeaway for a long time, we're going to get that out of our brain. And we're going to focus, Rylan and Carl, knock it off, on thinking of subtraction as the distance between two numbers. I need you to write this equation in your notebook, please. Just the equation. Excuse me? We're writing the equation in our math notebook. So this says the distance between 478 and 399 is worth mystery number. It is a lot easier to think about the distance between two numbers as being on a number line. So let's go ahead and draw a number line. Now if you're trying to think, where do I put each number, because I need to be doing the distance between. We're going in order of our number line. So what is the smaller of the two numbers? Not a trick question. Jackson? Yeah, so 399 is obviously going to come before 478. Imagine you're on Zoom at iReady Learning Game and you just zoomed in just this section of the number line. That's all you're looking at. You got a question, baby? So we have that option. Jackson brought up a good point. He said, okay, well, if I want to know the numbers in between, do I want to count up or do I want to count down? You can choose. But I will tell you, my brain likes to go forward a lot more than it likes to go backwards. If you want to go backwards, can you? Yeah. I like to go forward because my brain likes to go forward. Does that make sense? All right, so I'm going to start at 399. Can I do a jump of 100?
Sure. No. Yes. No.
I'm hearing yeses and nos. Fallon, you were the first no that I heard. Why did you say no?
I said no because if you jump in 100, it would be 499.
So? So, if it's 499, why is that a problem, Rylan? Yeah, I can't jump 100 because I would go way too far. So what am I going to jump instead? Rylan says a 1. Why do you think Rylan says a 1? Think so? Where we're at. Rylan said, I want to jump 1. Why do you think he says that? Okay, what do you think?
Because we're at 399. If we have 1, we would have 400, which is a nice even number.
Ooh, I like counting from a nice friendly number. Yeah, let's go ahead and just jump 1. Do a little hop. And now I'm at 400. What a great strategy. Very smart. Now what? Now what? Now what? Now what? Which part will you raise your hand? Jackson, I don't know what you're writing because I've only written one thing. Carl, now what? Sure. Can we jump what? Kobe wants to know, can we jump something bigger? We're at 400. So could I jump something bigger? What could I jump? I can jump a 10. 10 is fine. But knowing that we're at 400 and we're trying to get to 478, what could we jump? Macklin? Sure. Ready? A 50. Maybe a 50. John? Okay. Ariana? A 70? Am I trying to get to 70? Yeah, jump a 70. Whoa. The reason why Ariana knew that she could jump 70 is because she knew her ending number is going to take her to the 70s. Ariana, what end number are we at now? $470. Now what? John?
Can I do Olivia one? I'm a 5.
Okay. What number are we at now, John?
475.
Now what? Ready?
3 ones.
Which should take us all the way to our end number. Now, when we are thinking about this being the distance between two numbers, we need to think about how many jumps we did. Let's count them. We had a jump of 1, plus 1 big jump of 70. How far have we gone now? Not a trick question. Bryson? 71. Plus 5 more. Carl?
76.
Plus 3 more. Hello? 79. So the amount of jumps, when I add that all together, then I get my distance in between those two numbers. The distance between those two numbers is 79 numbers. There are 79 numbers in between 478 and 399. Does that make sense what I'm saying? Just math that. Let's try another one. Write that equation down. Just the equation. We're going to find the distance between those two numbers. If I'm finding the distance, it makes sense. Put it on a number line. What's going to be my start number on my number line? Yeah.
599.
599. Very good. Which means what's my ending number on my number line? Huxley? What is that? 843. I want to be as efficient as possible. What kind of jump can I make? Mackenzie? A 100? Sure. Mackenzie, there's one slightly better jump instead of a 100. Look at my starting number. You see how it's 599? Is that a friendly number to skip count by?
No.
But it's really close to 1, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I'm going to scoot it up before I even start jumping 100 to make it a nice friendly number. Just to make it easier. What do you think I should do, Mackenzie? There you go. Because then I get to 600. And then Mackenzie's right. Hey, that 100 jump, so easy. Mackenzie, when I jumped 100, where am I at now?
601.
I jumped 100. 700. Good. I'll be now what? Another 100. Where am I going to be now? Now what? Kaden? Why does Kaden say 40? That's not normal jump. Why does he say 40? Taylor?
There's a 40 in the 10th place and 843, so we need that 40.
Yeah, and we're already at this friendly number of 800. So we can go ahead and jump that 40. Could I just do 4 tens? Yes, I can. That is completely fine still. John, what do I do now?
No one.
How many ones?
2 ones.
I need more than 2 ones. Because now I'm at 840.
It's
I'm at 840. 3 ones. There you go.
Ms. Miller,
Yes.
question though. You know, you said we can't use a spot saver as a number. Anyway, I think they want to do a perfect number, so you not like perfect except the numbers on top.
Then probably don't do that. What do I do now? Figure out the distance in between because I'm not done. I'm not done. So what do I do now to figure out the distance in between? Yeah? Count them. I'm going to go in order of my brain. 100.
200. 241. 242. 243. 244.
How many numbers are in between 843 and 599? Evelyn? 244 numbers. So far, so good? Alright, we're going to work on a word problem. Similar to yesterday, I don't have all the information. This word problem says, produce department at the grocery store had a sale on fruit. During the sale, they sold some pears and apples. How many more apples did they sell than pears? What do you know? What do you know? 100% no. Mackenzie?
That there's more apples than pears.
We know they sold more apples than pears. How do you know that, Mackenzie? There's no number.
Because they said how many more apples did they sell?
Yeah, so even though there's no numbers, we still know they sold more apples. What else do we know? Caleb?
That they were talking about apples and pears.
Yep, they sold apples and pears. Evelyn, what do we know?
That they're selling fruit.
Selling fruit. Jill, what do we know? John, what do we know?
You know that they sold pears and apples.
Kaden, what do we know?
We're selling them at the produce department.
Selling them at the produce department. Kofi, what do we know? Okay. Madison?
There's not as much pears than
Oh, there's less pears than apples. I know they're having a sale. What do you need to know? What do you need to know? Because we can't solve this yet. We need more information. Tegan, what's something we need to know? Do you think they're going to tell us that? Oh. What could be some information that they would tell us, though? Bryson, what's something we need to know?
what the equation is.
I don't think at a grocery store they're going to just start handing out equations. Zach, what do you think we need to know?
How many pears and apples did they sell?
We probably need to know how many pears and how many apples. Let me give you some information. Produce department at the grocery store had a sale on fruit. During the sale, they sold 363 pears and some apples. How many more apples did they sell than pears? What would be a guess as to how many apples they sold? What would be a guess as to how many apples they sold? Eva, you got a guess?
It's close to the number of the pears.
Sure.
369.
369, that could work. Bryson?
1,000,000 quintillion.
Sure, that's not a number, but sure. Let me give you some more information. During the sale, they sold 363 pears and 589 apples. How many more apples did they sell than pears? What am I counting? What am I counting? I don't know why I see pencils up. I haven't written anything down. Eva, what am I counting?
Pears and apples.
I'm counting pears and apples. What is my answer sentence? How many more apples did they sell than pears? How do I write that as an answer sentence? Go for it, Heidi.
They sold
Beautiful. I'm writing, you're writing. They sold blank more apples. It's a blank because what's going to go there? A number. A number goes there. We just don't know that number yet. We've read the problem. We've wrote our answer sentence. What comes next? Mackenzie is actively trying to find the solution to my answer to my question. We're not just sitting there playing with stuff at our desk.
Just like yesterday, I think yesterday for math.
Begin. Make a model. We've got apples and pears, yes? We're going to give them their own bar. Whose bar should be bigger? Whose bar should be bigger? Carl?
The apples.
How do you know that?
Because there's more apples than pears.
Yeah. So I'm going to draw a little bar. Here's my P for pears. And then I'm going to put my apples right underneath it, but I'm going to make it longer. And I'm doing that because I know there's more apples. So it gets a bigger bar. I'm going to put A for apples. Done?
So I didn't make it like this way.
Is one of them bigger than the other?
Yeah.
Then that's fine.
This apple.
So far, so good? Happy? How many pears did they sell? I see every single person's hand. How many pears did they sell? Madison? Yeah, I'm going to write that in there. How many apples did they sell? Again, I should see everyone's hand. It's right there. There's very little thinking you gotta do for that one. Pensley? So what do I not know? I know the pears. I know the apples. But what am I trying to figure out? Macklin? Yeah, do we see this space after the pears? It's basically saying if I were to keep going, if I were to keep adding pears, how many would it take until I had the same number as apples? We're making that ghost box again. We don't really have this number of pears. But if I were to add on to get to my total number of apples, that would tell me how many more I need. I don't know this yet. This looks like something I know. What does it look like? Evelyn?
A bar model.
Oh, it is a bar model. That's good. Looks like something else in there, though. Hayden? Looks like part whole. Do you see your part whole? Part. Oh, you see it now? Yes, I see it now. Oh, I don't see it. Now I've got a model. Now I need to make some equations. Let's make an addition equation. I like addition. When I add my parts together. Jalen, which part you want to start with?
Let me start with the part that's all invisible.
Okay, which is what?
363.
Start with our known. 363 plus, what's my other part?
Nothing.
Well, it's not nothing. Spot saver box is worth
189.
Could I rearrange my parts? Could I add my parts in a different order? Let's do it. What would be my first part then? Kaden? Mystery number. Plus what to that mystery number?
363.
Is worth pretty good addition equations I could choose from. Sit up. Can I write a subtraction equation?
Yes.
When I subtract, do I start with some of the things or all of the things? Heidi? All of the things. I gotta start with my whole. So 589. My whole. Subtract a part. Right, so which part you want to subtract? All right. What is that going to give us? 363. And it's going to give me what's left over, which is my other part. Can I make a different subtraction equation? I still got to start with my total. 589. But I'm going to pick a different part to subtract. Well?
You could do 589
Uh-huh.
minus 363 equals
All of those equations will work. Every single one of them. But some of them make my brain happier than others. You tell me, which one makes your brain happy? Which one seems like something you could solve? All of those equations will work. Sit up. But which one looks like something I could solve? Mackenzie? 363 plus mystery number. Are you really good at adding mystery numbers? Oh. Eva?
189 minus 363.
Yeah, I'm really good at doing things with numbers that I can see. I'm going to pick that one. Put a circle around it. Could you pick any other one?
Yes.
Yes, they will all work. They all match our problem. But I like the one that makes me subtract real numbers. Because I don't know how to subtract mystery numbers. There? We're doing the distance between. Craig got a number line. Number line. The distance between what two numbers are we looking for? What two numbers are we trying to find the distance between? Huxley? Beautiful. Jackson, are you a fan of counting backwards or forward? Oh yeah, me too. Anyone want to count backwards? You like counting backwards? Are you crazy? You like counting backwards? Love that for you. I'm not a count backwards fan. I always start counting forwards in the middle. Like I start backwards and all of a sudden I start counting forwards and I get all not good. Solve it. If you want to count forward, count forwards. If you want to count backwards, count backwards. I don't care. Find the distance between those two numbers.